What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vaughn. As you can see, we back in the closet. That means we back for another episode of Vaughn's Closet. And as you can see, we got the OGs back on the table, you know what I mean? If you watched the last video, thank you. It's much appreciated. I ran down all the OG Jordans I have in my collection. So if you haven't watched that video yet, go tap in. I'll post a link up here somewhere on the video. You know what I mean? I went through all the OG Jordans in my collection, gave you a history lesson on when they dropped. You feel me? And yeah, man, like I said, some of these sneakers is probably older than some of my subscribers, you feel me? Because both of these two joints on the table is from 1997, believe it or not. They look great. But yeah, 1997, it's crazy. But if you saw the thumbnail for today, I'm going to be going a little bit more deeper and comparing these OGs compared to what this box is right here, which is the most recent rendition of the Playoff 12. You know what I mean? So, like I said, like this video, subscribe, comment down below if you have any OG Jordans, comment down below if you grabbed the playoffs or not. And yeah, let's hop right into it, man. Follow me on Instagram too real quick if you haven't already, trying to boost those followers as well. And yeah, like I said, let's hop right into this review. I'm gonna try to get as detailed as possible for y'all so y'all can see the difference between how much better quality the OGs were compared to the retros that we get today in 2022. So let's get into it. All right, so this is the OG box. Well, this is the OG box as far as design goes, but I don't have any of the OG boxes for the actual OG 12s that I own. But it pretty much looked identical to this. The only thing different, shout out to MJO23 Dan for his review. Only thing that's different between this and the actual OG box is that the modern day retros come with brown tissue paper as opposed to the OGs coming with white tissue paper. Other than that, the box is pretty identical. All right, now so that everything can fit in one picture. Oh, you know, matter of fact, real quick, I've been getting out of the habit of doing this, but brim check, you know what I mean? Haven't done this in recent videos, but we got on the Mocha Brown Houston Astros fitted, you know what I mean, 45th anniversary patch on the side. You know what I mean? Rays, black and white batterman on the back. Brown button. White guts with the pink brim. You feel me? Houston Astros fitted. This is probably the most expensive fitted in my collection. If you go on Grailed or eBay, this fitted like dead stock goes for like $250 plus, which is crazy for a fitted. But throwing the Astros fitted, you know what I mean, to go with the Astro World hoodie. You know what I mean? This hoodie is fire. Back into the sneaks, like I said, in order to get all three sneaks in camera, I'm gonna just do it like this, you feel me, so that you can see all the sneaks properly. But as you can see, you know what I mean, we got the cherries, the flu games, and the playoffs. You know what I mean, they all say Jordan, quality inspired by the greatest player ever. You know what I mean, as you can see, I mean, with the white 23 on the bottom of the cherries, the black and red on the flu games, with the black 23 on the back, and then the white, black, and red contrast for the playoffs. You know what I mean? I think the taxis in the playoffs one look the best because they got the red background on the Jumpman. That joint is clean. I mean, the playoffs, I mean, the flu games have it too, but the white letters, I think, makes it pop more in the playoffs, to be honest with you. While we're back here, you can also kind of see how the collar of the three is a little bit different. I think the quality of the collar on the OGs is better. The collar is tighter. The collar is a tighter, snugger fit, you know what I mean? It makes it look like the playoff retro looks like, it just looks wider, you know what I mean? As in, like the collar just looks wider, like it looks like you got a fat foot, and these joints is dead stock. Whereas the OGs have been worn, you know what I mean, and are old, but like look how tight the collar still looks. You feel me? Like more times than not, like the collar stretching is the easy way to tell if a shoe is dead stock or brand new. And like I said, the dead stock pair, which is the playoff, looks used, and the OGs, which are more than worn, look like the dead stock version of the sneak. You know what I mean? While we also here, you can kind of see the cushioning difference on the collar as well. Kind of hard to tell because they all got the black lining. The only one that's easiest to tell was on the cherries. The thing that Mjo pointed out is the padding on the tongue. It looks like there's a little more padding on the tongue area compared on the OGs in comparison to the retro, as far as how thick it is and how much it overlaps from the leather. So this is the, like I said, the retro playoff, the playoff retros, and this is the flu game. Like, just look how much thicker the tongue looks in regards to the padding. You know what I mean? It's the little things. I know this stuff sounds like small details, but when you're talking about quality of sneakers, which is like the biggest complaint when it comes to Jordans, especially in comparison to the OGs, like, this is what people are talking about. So it's like, you don't really know unless you have some OGs to compare it to. But like, when you hear a lot of the old heads complain about quality and just the OGs and the first early on retros and early 2000s, which is way better quality. It's little stuff like this, like more padding on the tongue, the thicker leather, the thicker cut of leather on the collar, and it's all around the shoe. Stuff like that matters. And like I said, you don't really notice it or understand it unless you have OGs to compare it to. But like I said, the tongue and the cushioning on the tongue is way thicker on the OGs compared to the retro. One of the other, this is going to be kind of hard to show. Let me see if I can get up close and personal for y'all. I have to pull out my other phone for this one. So look how thick the cut of leather is right here on the flu games. And the cherries, it actually looks thinner on the cherries, I'm not gonna lie, compared to how thin it is here on the retro, on the playoff retros. You know what I mean? It's like, it's mad minuscule, but it's like you can definitely see how much thick, like look how much thicker the cut of leather is. That red leather is in compared to these right here. Like, you could tell the difference, like I said, but you wouldn't really notice unless you had an OG to compare it to. But that's one of the, like I said, luckily I got some OGs and you could just tell. The shape is different of the shoes and just the quality of leather. Like even on this side as well, like it goes all the way around, that thick quality cut of leather in comparison to the retro, where it's just way thinner. And then on the cherry OG, again, just that thick, solid cut of leather all the way through. The bottom of the shoe, it might be hard to tell in all the shoes outside of the cherries up top, but you can see the carbon fiber is way different. You see that black and white carbon fiber plate in the middle of the shoe? It's very, very visible. You know what I mean? Black and white carbon fiber. But on the retro, it's kind of blacked out. You can kind of see the glue smears on the shoe. You can't even really tell it's carbon fiber. It just looks like a black plate. Again, on the flu games, the bottom is a little bit dirtier, but you can still kind of see like the squiggly lines of the black and white carbon fiber plate on the flu games as well. The inside tab, this one is kind of intact and it says Jordan, you know what I mean, going across. Like even that, the quality of that even looks better on the OGs in comparison to like this cheap looking plasticky and synthetic leather little tab that's on the playoffs. Now granted, obviously I don't have OG playoffs to directly compare it to, but you can kind of tell the quality just isn't the same. I mean, this one's kind of cracked, but it just looks like a better piece of plastic or synthetic leather, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, that carbon fiber, that white and black carbon fiber on the cherries is crazy. These eyelets, like here on the OGs was, I don't know. I don't think these were plastic. They might be like a really thick plastic, but the quality of plastic was really high. Bro, just look at the leather quality on these joints, bro. It's crazy. Like, but yeah, I think these joints might have been metal, but on the retro, these joints is definitely plastic. definitely plastic. But yeah, man, like I said, it's little stuff like that. When these shoes drops, I think they were $125, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe $100 to be honest with you, but I think they was $125. Because like I said, if you didn't watch my previous video going over the OG Jordans, all these OG Jordans are my dad's. And he said he stopped buying Jordans once they became more than $125. Those are his words verbatim. You know what I mean? This shoe was $210 retail. You feel me? So it's crazy. Price is going up. Quality and materials is not. You know what I mean? Like, how much do you think a modern day premium Air Jordan would cost in present day? I mean, they do it with premium materials and everything like that, and they be $250 plus. But even still, I don't think we've really, like, I mean, everybody talks about the shattered backboards and stuff like that, and we only really get premium quality leather when they do collabs. Like the regular retros that they mass produce get synthetics and everything like that. Which, I mean, I get it from the business standpoint, saving money. But at the end of the day, these joints don't cost much to make. Like, y'all could use premium quality materials and still have the retail prices be the same and still turn a crazy profit. But that's just us living in a perfect world, you know what I mean? Us sneaker lovers, that is. But just about does it. If you want to see an on-foot review of the playoffs, let me know. This is my first pickup of the year, so I'm trying to get as much content out of this shoe as possible. If you want to see an on-foot review of these sneakers, of this shoe, let me know. Like I said, if you haven't watched my OG Jordan video, go watch that. I dropped that a couple days ago, and like I said, it should be up here on the screen somewhere. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Jordan 12. If you like the flu games, the cherries, the playoffs, the taxis, the obsidians, or another non-OG colorway that you really like. Let me know in the comments. If you want Jordan Brand to finally retro this sneaker, they haven't released since 2009. I believe in my OG video I misspoke and said they haven't released since 2010. So I was a year off. These haven't released since 2009. This original release came out in 1997 in January. These came out June 1997. I don't know when the OG playoffs came out. I would assume they also came out in June since they were the playoff. You know what I mean? And the playoffs happened in June. So I feel like these two might have came out around the same time, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for more content. I'm going to get back to being more consistent. Like I said in a couple of videos ago, I got a new job. So that was why I was gone for 2 weeks. But I'm trying to get back to being consistent and also trying to post multiple videos throughout the course of the week as opposed to just one a week. I'm going to try to boost that up to 2. But yeah, thanks for stopping by the Vaughn's Closet. As always, peace and love, and I'm going to holler at y'all.